The Ozarks are ruthless. Snow-covered mountains, frozen rivers, and silent forests hide secrets that can kill. In this cold, unforgiving world, 17-year-old Ree Dolly carries a burden heavier than most adults could bear. Her father is missing, her home is on the line, and her family's survival rests entirely on her. Every door she knocks, every question she asks, leads her deeper into a dangerous world of violence, betrayal, and ruthless loyalty. Friends and enemies blur together, threats lurk behind every shadow, and one wrong step could cost her life. This is a story of courage beyond years, of a young girl fighting not just for survival, but for justice, family, and the truth. From frozen mountains to dark, hidden cabins, Winter's Bone takes us on a journey through fear, resilience, and unbreakable determination. Stay with us as we explore the full story, scene by scene, and uncover every shocking twist and haunting truth of Ree Dolly's fight for survival. The movie opens with a sweeping, cold panorama of the Ozark Mountains, the peaks shrouded in fog, skeletal trees swaying in the winter wind, and the icy ground glittering under a pale sun. The atmosphere is unforgiving, the kind of place where life is raw, survival is constant, and the human spirit is tested every day. Here, we meet 17-year-old Ree Dolly, a young woman already burdened with responsibilities most adults could barely bear. Her mother drifts through life in near-complete mental collapse, unable to care for the family, leaving Ree as the sole guardian for her younger siblings, Sonny and Ashley. Their home, a small, dilapidated house on the outskirts of the forest, is barely livable. Its wooden walls are cracked and weathered, the roof leaks in multiple places, and the cold winds infiltrate every corner, reminding everyone of the relentless environment they inhabit. Ree's world is defined by necessity and a sense of duty beyond her years. She wakes before dawn, chopping wood for warmth, preparing meals with whatever she can scavenge, and teaching her siblings survival skills that they will one day need to fend for themselves. Hunting small game, foraging, and performing chores become more than mere routines, they are lifelines in a world where help is scarce and danger lurks everywhere. Each action, no matter how small, carries weight. Every day is a lesson in endurance, and Ree, though only 17, shoulders her responsibilities with a quiet but fierce determination. This delicate balance is shattered when Sheriff Baskin arrives with urgent news. Ree's father, Jessup Dolly, arrested for methamphetamine production, has put up the family home as collateral for his bail. Now he has vanished, and if he fails to appear in court, the family will lose the only home they have left. The sheriff delivers the news with professional detachment, but for Ree, it is catastrophic. She cannot imagine losing the small sanctuary she has fought to preserve. For her, this is not merely a legal or financial problem, it is a threat to her siblings' survival and her own tenuous sense of security. She is thrust into a reality where the adult decisions of others dictate the fate of her young family. Determined to protect her siblings, Ree sets out on a mission to find her father, stepping into a dangerous world that she has long tried to navigate cautiously. In the Ozarks, asking questions is not just frowned upon, it is dangerous. Silence is power, secrecy is law, and betrayal is punished brutally. Her first steps take her along snow-covered trails and narrow, forested paths, each one leading her further into a world of suspicion, danger, and moral complexity. The film immediately establishes the tone. This is a story not about glamorous adventure, but about the quiet, relentless fight for survival, courage, and family in a harsh, unforgiving landscape. Ree's search begins with her neighbors and extended family. She knocks on doors of trailers and cabins, calling out names that echo into empty, snow-laden yards. Most people avoid eye contact, their bodies tense, their words clipped and cautious. The Ozarks residents are bound by unspoken rules: do not betray family, do not speak of crimes, and do not interfere. Jessup's disappearance is a dangerous topic, and everyone Ree approaches understands the potential consequences of sharing what they know. Some brush her off with vague denials, others issue thinly veiled threats. Every interaction is a subtle test, gauging whether she will continue or retreat. Despite the constant hostility, Ree is relentless. She understands the stakes, her siblings' survival depends on her, and no threat or warning will deter her. Each step she takes through the frozen landscape mirrors her emotional journey, lonely, cold, and fraught with obstacles, yet driven by an unbreakable resolve. She visits a series of homes, each encounter building tension and revealing the rigid hierarchy of power in this tightly knit, dangerous community. Eventually, Ree's search leads her to the Milton family, a powerful and feared clan deeply involved in meth production. Thump Milton, the patriarch, is the man who could provide answers, but first, she encounters the women of the family. Their faces are hard, their eyes piercing, and their words are chilling. They warn Ree to stop asking questions, emphasizing that continuing could have deadly consequences. Ree, however, does not flinch. She explains the stakes, tells them her father's disappearance threatens the entire family, and pleads for information. Their silence is a weapon in itself, a reminder that in this world, defiance is punished with cruelty and compliance ensures survival. The tension escalates when Ree realizes just how isolated she truly is. The mountains, frozen rivers, and snow-laden roads serve as both physical and emotional barriers. Each encounter reinforces that she is not only searching for her father but also navigating a landscape of moral ambiguity and danger. Everyone she meets carries fear and secrets, and every piece of information comes at a potential cost. Out of options, Ree turns to her uncle, Teardrop, a man as volatile and dangerous as he is knowledgeable. Teardrop's life has been shaped by violence and criminality, his temper is feared, and his loyalty is complex. When Ree approaches him, he initially refuses to help, warning her to stop before her persistence leads to her death. The tension between them is palpable. Teardrop is both a threat and a guide, and Ree's courage, combined with her determination to protect her family, slowly earns his respect. Despite his warnings, Teardrop begins to provide subtle guidance. Though he does not reveal everything he knows, his presence offers protection, and his insight into the deadly unspoken rules of the Ozarks becomes invaluable. Their relationship is complicated, built on necessity and mutual understanding. Through him, Ree learns that knowledge is a double-edged sword. It can empower but also expose her to danger. Ree's persistence provokes violent consequences. The Milton women, angered by her questions, violently beat her. Her body is battered, her resolve tested, but her spirit remains unbroken. Teardrop intervenes, his appearance commanding respect and fear from those who would harm Ree. From that moment, their alliance is solidified. Teardrop becomes a protector and a guide, teaching her the subtle rules of survival and navigating the world her father once controlled. The dynamic between them is rich with tension. Teardrop embodies both danger and mentorship, a reminder that the world Ree navigates is unforgiving, and that alliances, even reluctant ones, can mean the difference between life and death. Through every encounter, Ree's intelligence, courage, and determination shine, proving that age does not define strength and that bravery is often quiet but unyielding. With Teardrop as her reluctant protector, Ree uncovers the chilling truth: Jessup's disappearance is tied to betrayal and murder. The Ozarks' network of secrecy and violence is revealed in fragments, whispered warnings, ominous glances, and the ever-present threat of physical harm. Ree's journey brings her face to face with the horrifying reality of her father's fate and the dangerous world he was part of. The climax is harrowing. Under the cover of night, the Milton women take Ree to a desolate swamp. Here, in the cold, dark water, she discovers her father's body. She must hold his dismembered hands to prove his death, an act both gruesome and necessary to preserve her family's home. The emotional weight of this moment is staggering. Ree faces grief, fear, and moral conflict all at once, yet her courage allows her to act decisively. She reconciles the horror with her duty, understanding that her family's survival depends on her willingness to confront this terrifying reality. Even in this moment, Teardrop's presence is crucial. Though he knows more than he shares, he allows Ree to take control, guiding her without overshadowing her agency. This delicate balance between protection and empowerment highlights the complexity of their relationship and underscores the themes of resilience, survival, and moral ambiguity that define the film. The aftermath of Ree's harrowing journey brings temporary relief. With proof of Jessup's death, the sheriff accepts her evidence, and the Dolly home is spared from foreclosure. The family remains intact, though the emotional scars remain. Ree sits with her siblings on the porch, shielding them from the full horror she has endured. Their lives are precarious, but survival, for now, has been achieved. Teardrop's role remains complex and ambiguous. He knows the truth of Jessup's death, the betrayal that led to it, and the potential for future violence, yet he accepts his part, guiding Ree silently and providing lessons on navigating a world where morality and survival often conflict. Winter's Bone concludes not with triumph, but with resilience. Ree Dolly's journey is a testament to courage, loyalty, and the heavy price of family responsibility. She confronts brutality, betrayal, and death, yet emerges as a beacon of endurance and quiet defiance. The Ozarks remain harsh and unforgiving, but within that cold landscape, Ree's determination, moral strength, and love for her siblings shine as a defiant light. The story lingers, haunting and unforgettable, leaving a lasting impression of survival against overwhelming odds.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.